It is Foolio, man. Right now you listen to Dash Radio. Tune in.
Woo! All right, everybody. This is Ma Wand here at Dash Radio. I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm here with Jacksonville's motherfucking finest. Fucking have the game on lock right now.
Yeah.
Everybody talking about you.
Yeah.
Motherfucking Foolio. How you doing?
Good. What a little bit, brody.
Good to see
Yeah,
you,
I'm
man.
coolin'.
Glad to have you in here today.
Yeah.
I was real hyped to speak to you because one, you already know your music's dope. You know that's what everyone's saying. Every time I watch you on anything, bro, you funny as hell. You just got a live personality.
Yeah.
When you grew up as like a kid, I imagine at high school, like everybody fucked with you, just because you seem to be like a real cool cat.
Well, it probably was like middle school because I really ain't make it out to a high school. Well, I made it to like ninth grade a little bit, then I stopped going.
Okay, but in school,
I was a like class clown.
You must have drove teachers fucking crazy.
But they loved me though.
Really?
Like, yeah, they love me. Like, when I'm coming to class, like, they just know it's gonna be a good day. Even though I'm bad, I used to get my work done though, A's and B's and shit.
You had A's and B's?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I was just always just bad though, like getting suspended and shit.
Oh yeah, I mean, shit, bro. You from north side of Jacksonville, right?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy out there. So I mean, the product of your environment. You know what I mean? I think if maybe you would have been born in like, you know what I mean, like New York or some shit. Yeah. But so you've had the blogs talking, you've had the streets talking. I've seen you've been doing your rounds, but you've been what I'm most impressed with is your body of work. How many albums you put out?
Yeah, I've been grinding for a long, long time, and it's like finally paying off. So, you know what I'm saying? It's all God plan.
Yeah, and let's talk about how it began. We got to shout out somebody. I know you spoke about this before, but Zaytoven, you linked up with Zay, and if I have my research correctly, y'all linked up, and on first listen or first time y'all vibed, he was like, let's do a project.
Yeah, that was in like 2017, 2018, 2017, one on. But yeah, I had some people that knew him, and they were like, man, y'all need to link in the studio. So we went to the studio. I had played like a couple of my songs. He was like, you hard, let's do a tape. Then that's how that came. We really had so many songs, we could have made like 2-3 tapes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you go back, bring those back.
Yeah.
You know, well, shout out to Zaytoven.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I talked to him years ago, and he told me he loves identifying young talent. That motherfucker just knows.
Yeah.
Gucci Man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? From Gucci to, who else did he do? OJ the Juice Man.
I ain't gonna count. He don't work with every upcoming artist.
Yeah, he don't work with a lot of people. So you were in Atlanta at the time.
Yeah, I was staying in Atlanta in like a 2-bedroom apartment.
Did you go just to do music?
Yeah, that was like my last resort because I had so much stuff going on. So I was like, let me just put all my money into this apartment real quick, see if I can network, come up, and it worked.
Wow, so you went on your own dime. There was no label flew you out there. Wow. And how old were you at the time?
Like 19. Yeah, like 19, 20, 19.
Damn, man, that takes a lot of guts to, you know, leave the city.
I didn't know, I was young. I didn't know, I had to catch, it's something called a mega bus.
Yeah.
I had to catch the bus from Florida to Georgia. Like, that's how I was getting back and forth.
Oh, shit.
I had to move my stuff and stuff like that. So that was like a big step for me, first time paying rent and doing stuff like that, like being grown.
Yeah, bro, I know 29-year-olds who ain't paying rent still. That's crazy, bro. What made you pick Atlanta?
Cause that was like where everybody was at, like all the artists at the time.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was just, I knew like, in Jacksonville, I couldn't reach out to certain people and go to certain studios. I wanted to be in like the bigger quality studios, around the bigger people and stuff like that. So that's why I did that.
Yeah, a smart move, because the other thing about Atlanta is everyone collaborates and helps each other. From like the way Young Thug like built that label, like he knew all them in the streets. Everyone puts each other on. So I think Atlanta was a good place for you to be. So after that, was it weird going back to Jacksonville? Did anybody say like, oh, you left the city? Anything like that?
People, like my people was really happy for me. And they was coming to my house in Atlanta from time to time, like, so people was really happy.
That's great, man, because it's dope. You know what that reminds me of? You're a big sports guy. It's like when LeBron James went to Miami.
Yeah.
I feel like you going to Atlanta was almost like LeBron going to Miami.
They was mad at LeBron though.
That's true.
When he left Cleveland, yeah, they was mad, but yeah.
Okay, that was a bad analogy, but you know what I mean. You went down there and you brought it back home. But I want to talk about some of your inspirations musically. I got a gift I want to give you, Foolio.
Yeah.
I give every artist I get to talk to an album from my collection, and me and you have one of the same favorite rappers.
Yeah.
And I feel like right now your life is like a show, like real talk, like a TV show. You're going through some shit. So I wanted to give you the Eminem show.
Oh, yeah. That's my boy. And you know it's so crazy. My favorite song by him is a song called Stan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite songs by him. That and Toy Soldiers. I got a lot of favorite Eminem songs. Like
that was interesting to me because you don't sound like M.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't sound like, you don't rap like him, but you really fuck with M heavy.
Yeah, hard. When I was legit, I used to freestyle over all his beats. Like that was my favorite artist. Still to this day, my favorite artist.
That's super dope. Have you been able to have any encounters with him?
Nah, not yet. It's gonna come soon.
Knock on wood. It is gonna come soon.
Yeah, it's gonna come soon for
because
sure.
I think Eminem, there's a whole generation that like doesn't realize how dope he was. You know what I mean? And so I think for him to see people from that generation.
My type generation especially, because people wouldn't even expect me to like be an Eminem fan or know music and stuff like that. Yeah.
So I like to manifest one thing every interview. I want to manifest right now Foolio and M on the track.
Yeah, for sure. That'll be so hard.
And your two styles are so different. And I think it'll fit. Yeah,
it'll be a real like versatile.
Yeah. So you've done almost a project a year since you dropped.
Yep.
You've been on grind mode.
Hard. I just try to stay consistent and keep my fans in tune.
Yeah, and even in the pandemic, a lot of artists either, slowed down, went MIA. You were grinding in that motherfucker.
Yeah. Cause it's that was the perfect time, cause people ain't had nothing to do but sit in the house endless. They ain't had no choice, so that was the perfect time if you was an artist to put music out.
Yeah, absolutely. So you still living in Jacksonville?
Nah, I stay in Atlanta now.
Oh, you?
Well, I stay there I was staying in an apartment. I stay in the house now.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah, you said you stay in the house now.
Yeah.
So are you working with a lot of Atlanta artists?
Yeah, I've been kind of plugged in with the whole Atlanta coaching and artists and stuff like that. So I've been did that. Shout out LITT, Got Young Thug brought me out on the Justin Bieber tour one time.
Oh, the Bieber tour?
Yeah, in Jacksonville, he bought me out, and I done tapped in with quite a few.
Yeah. So what's up next for you in your head? What are your plans for this next leg of your career?
I'm really trying to get my clothing line and other stuff going, my Twitch streaming, gaming and stuff like that.
What do you play?
On GTA RP, I be in T Grizzly World. Shout out Aiden Ross, that's my brother, and stuff like that. He really put me on to it when I was over his house. I was asking him cause he had this PC and it was glowing up all type of colors and he was doing all type of stuff. I'm like, what is that?
Sitting there
yeah, he was like, man, this a PC. I make a lot of money out of this. I was like, I want to do that. I like playing games anyway, so that's just another source of income.
You play any Call of Duty, Madden?
I play
2K?
Call of Duty, but my favorite game right now is God of War. I'm waiting on the new God of War to come out.
Oh shit. Okay, so you really play games.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. And no, you're absolutely right. You got Aiden Ross who can share you a Twitch stream and you get up there.
Yeah.
Okay, so you definitely want to do more than just rap. And your clothing brand, what's it called?
E6, yeah. I was ESPN, but it's a 6 with an S at, so E6.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, E6PN. I'm gonna have to be on the lookout.
Matter of fact, I think I got one on me.
So I also want to ask you about the two watches that you always wear.
Oh yeah.
Are they on the same time zone?
To be honest, I don't even know.
You don't even set them?
I just bought them and the jeweler said it. So I couldn't even tell you.
You know what I think would be dope? What I thought you might do? There used to be a soccer coach for Argentina, Maradona.
Mm-hmm.
He'd rock too. He had the Argentinian time zone always on one. So he always knew what time it was back home.
Yeah.
And then the other watch was wherever he was at the time.
Yeah.
That'd be lit.
Yeah.
That'd be lit. So big sports fan. At least basketball. I watch an interview and you seem to be very knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant's your favorite player, right?
Yeah, one of my favorite.
So I've been on a campaign telling people, did you know he knows how to rap real good?
Yeah, I heard he got a label too.
Yeah. So back in the day, I was interning when he was first getting into like managing rappers, and I met DJ Quick, and KD had come through the stew, and I asked DJ Quick after. DJ Quick told me KD got bars.
Yeah.
Like real dope rapper.
Yeah, and I heard something like Damian Lillard too.
Mm-hmm.
They say Dame know how to rap too. Something.
Dame's
like
cold, but the thing with KD is he hasn't dropped no music. So
yeah.
I want to see if maybe you'll get him to drop some music.
Oh yeah, for sure. If he hear me, yeah, drop some music. I want to hear it.
Because Conway the Machine told me the same thing. He's like, KD's my favorite player, and I told him the same thing. Let's see who's the first to get KD on the mic.
Yeah, that'll be hard too. I ain't gonna lie.
Doughboy DM'd him on the spot and was like, "What, bitch? I heard you rap." And KD's like, "Get the fuck out of my inbox, dog." He's like, "You ain't gotta worry about me rapping." So we'll see. Doughboy, I don't think it's gonna be you, but someone's gonna get KD on the mic.
I think it got to be the right time, like, you know what I'm saying? Probably an off season, something like that.
Yeah, I think until he wins a championship with the Nets, he ain't gonna do none of that shit.
Yeah,
because he has a lot of on his shoulders. You see all that shit with the Nets? You think they're gonna win it still? They're looking bad right now. I
want them to, but I'm more or less. I want Damian Lillard or Ja Morant to get a ring right now.
Oh yeah, I mean Dame's got to move on. He got to get to Miami or something.
But I like him though, cause he gonna stay down. Like he ain't gonna just how Kobe Bryant was, how he stayed down and he did that. That's what I just feel. He just need a good bit, man, and he'll be good.
No, that's true. That's true. You watch football too?
Yeah, I watch football.
Jaguars fan?
Nah, no.
You said no so fast.
Terrible. Terrible. They make us depressed. Like they make us real depressed. But right now, I say I like the Bengals.
Bengals
was cool.
Yeah, they had a fucking crazy year. So producer wise, you started out with Zaytoven.
Yeah.
Now I know you guys haven't dropped projects since, but who are your like go-to producers now?
I really work with like up and coming producers. But lately I've been working with what's the name? Chop Squad. Shout out Chop Squad. He do like all King Von and the dirt beats.
Okay.
And, Country J, Wavy 808. That's basically who I be working with.
Okay. Your last project came out December, right?
Yeah, like December, September, something like that.
Okay. When can we expect the next project to line up as
in April. I'm dropping a new tape in April.
Coming out soon.
Yeah.
Have you already dropped the name of it?
Nah, it's so crazy because Quavo just told me what he want me to name my mixtape like 3-4 days ago.
Okay, so when
Shout out Quavo.
Shout out to Quavo.
Yeah.
Who else? Who are some of your like mentors in the game that we might know by name? Is there any?
I ain't gonna say I got mentors or nothing like that, but people that I look up to, Young Thug, Quavo, 21.
21.
Yeah.
Every time I hear that, I gotta say 21.
Yeah, that's about it.
21.
That's about it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get into some tweets.
That's
cool, man. I pulled up some tweets and I thought some were funny. I thought some were motivating as fuck.
Yeah.
So I want to go through these tweets with you. When we put the video out, people will be able to see the tweets on the screen.
Yeah.
I thought this was dope that you said this. You said you see your op with his kid, keep driving.
Yeah.
So I really respect that you respect that.
Yeah, cause it's like how it is nowadays. People like in the streets, these young people, they don't know what they be doing. They living wild. They be killing like innocent people. And I feel like a mother, a kid, an innocent person shouldn't have nothing to do with what's going on in the streets. You get what I'm saying?
100%. Yeah. I mean, rest in peace to Nip. His daughter was in the store.
Yeah, exactly.
So I respect this a lot because I know, I think the average person might not understand that, like, hey, the fans are excited. The average person might not understand how you were raised and what you had
morals.
To do to protect yourself, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, you have morals. Like, you never lost that. So that's dope. I love this tweet.
Yeah.
Okay. My mindset changing, and I don't want to deal with certain shit no more. You said this November 2020. What's some shit you want to deal with no more? Now
just like all the fake love, like, cause I be looking at a lot of stuff now, like even on social media, how like a person could be alive one day, they don't get all the texts and calls and I love yous, but as soon as they die, everybody, oh, I love you, and want to post them and follow them and repost stuff. Like, Instagram I just don't like to, I just don't want to deal with like certain fake stuff no more. That's why I named my mixtape "Love Me Like I'm Dead." Like, show me you love me now.
Yeah. That's a great point, man. I always love to give people their flowers. That's why I wanted to go into like talk about Zaytoven.
Yeah.
I feel like we should give him his flowers now and not wait for 20 years.
Shout out Zaytoven.
Shout out Zaytoven, man. From the ground up. All right. Sometimes I'm not gonna say the N word. If any of your tweets have it, I'm just gonna say homie.
Yeah.
So, sometimes a homie really do love you. He just don't know how to love. And you said this when you were a little younger, 2019. I know exactly what you mean, because sometimes we really do love that girl, but we just don't like. We just out here in the streets.
Exactly. And like it's just like you got a shield on your heart, but you know the love there for sure. But it's like you probably done been through so much to the point like you just want to take it step by step. You don't just want to just fully show, cause like I done been in a situation where I done been head over heels for a girl too quick and it backfired. So yeah.
Like you went like too deep, or you were
too
like,
deep, too quick, and she was like, you know what I'm saying? You crazy, and get what I'm saying? So
I feel that
the love just gotta be there.
Yeah, absolutely. Are there any girls that you feel like if you could go back, you would have handled it differently?
Yeah, probably like 2-3 of my exes. Probably like 2 of my exes.
Okay. Next tweet. I thought this was hilarious. This is from 2013. That's why I thought this one was good. This is before you popped.
Yeah.
Right? Before the album was Zaytoven. I called Bree last night. She ain't even answered. LOL. Bree regrets that like a motherfucker, huh?
Yeah.
Do you still know her? You still?
I'll try to see, cause I think I used to talk to 2 Brees. Yeah, that was some old 6th grade tweet. That's when I was probably like in 6th, 7th grade. So yeah, of course she regretted it. I'm lit right now.
Yeah, Bree, you fucked up.
Yeah, you should have answered that call. We probably could have still been locked in.
Could have changed her motherfucking life.
Mm-hmm.
She gonna go through her phone tonight, call like her phone company, let me get that phone number back.
That's crazy you found that. That's, yeah.
I just thought it was funny because in my head, I'm like, fuck, Bree's gonna see this.
Yeah.
And she's gonna tell all her friends. That was me. I was on Foolio. I didn't answer his call. All right, this next one is 2 tweets together. And you tweeted these back to back. 2013, that same year, you said, I need a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And then the same day you tweeted, hoes gonna be hoes. I don't even sweat them.
I think I said that because I was talking to this girl in like 6th grade. I was really like, it wasn't trolling back then, but I was trying to see if she was taking me serious, and then she ended up getting another boyfriend. So that really broke my heart.
Damn. Yeah. You would love her at heart, I could tell.
Mm-hmm.
I could tell. Like you probably.
I'm a Gemini. I love quick and I'm bipolar. I'm a crybaby, so.
I'm a crybaby.
That's how it is.
That's comedy, man. Well, those are all the tweets I wanted to go through. Moral of the story, Bree, you fucked up.
Yeah, Bree, you fucked.
And my guy here is a bipolar lover.
Lover boy. Shout out Drake.
Shout out to Drake. So Drake's your other like goat, right? Eminem and Drake. Have you had any reaction with him yet? Interactions?
Drake liked one of my posts. And this was like recently.
And I feel like you're right up Drake's alley. Like he loves popping young artists, you know what I mean? He loves to like work with the Block Boy JBs when he first was out.
Exactly.
Migos when they first came out. So you and Drake haven't recorded yet?
Nah. But he liked one of my Instagram posts though, so I know you're watching.
Oh, it's gonna be soon.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy too.
Foolio, one of the hardest working artists, you know, since you came out. What's your inspiration? What drives you to do an album every single year and still be out here?
Cause I just be trying to like, when I'm in the booth, I be still trying to like find myself in a sense. Like, so when I make music, it's like to keep me coping, cause I go through a lot of shit, and my family. Like, I want to make sure everybody good, everybody straight. Yeah, and all my friends too.
I love that. You got siblings?
I got one brother and I got like 2 sisters.
Are they all younger?
No, I'm the youngest.
What?
Yeah, I'm the youngest.
You like present yourself like the
like
oldest.
The oldest. Yeah, I take care of how I handle stuff.
Yeah. Oh, look, they're so excited to see Foolio. Yeah. They're going crazy on Hollywood. All right, Foolio. So, new album coming out April. In the meantime, anybody who hasn't heard of this motherfucker, you got what, 5 albums to go back?
Yeah.
Listen to?
Like 4 or 5 albums.
Yeah, man. All right, new one's gonna be out April. We can find you on
Spotify,
socials, everywhere, just at
Instagram,
Foolio, right?
Foolio _Foolio. Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure you've answered this 1,000 times, but the name Foolio. How'd you get that?
It was like in high school when I tried the 9th grade year. It was actually one of my dogs, Jawan, name on Twitter, and I just changed my name to his name was finessing_Julio, and my dog Charles, recipe Charles. It was that, and I just put it as my name, and everybody just ran with it.
Okay, well I think it fits because you definitely got like a real like joking personality.
Yeah.
But the music is no joke, my man.
Yeah.
And you really speak from the heart. I wanted to say that. Like I really appreciate when an artist, you have some records, bro. I got the chills.
Yeah.
Like there's one joint where I felt like I heard you crying on the song almost. You know what I mean? I can't leave this bitch without asking, have you really cut the head off a goose?
Nah, but I went to see the voodoo lady a couple times though.
Okay, so voodoo, you said your grandma, that's what you said on the joint, obviously.
My auntie do voodoo, my grandma do voodoo, yeah.
Have you ever seen?
Yeah, I done seen a lot of stuff, but that's what come with it though.
Yeah, what's the craziest thing you've seen? Anything that's like traumatized you?
No, not really. Probably like with certain people, like it's certain stuff you gotta do. Like certain people gotta sleep in the graveyard for like 4 to 5 days and like
45 days?
4 to 5 days.
Okay.
Like rituals and shit like that.
Okay. You haven't?
No, I ain't do nothing. No, I ain't.
Okay, I was wondering because I swear I heard it on at least 2 songs.
Yeah.
Where you said like my grandma ripped the head off a geese.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite jams I heard too. In Crooks.
Yeah, Crooks.
Shout out to stupid hard, man. All right, Foolio, we're gonna go make a pizza. We're gonna go. What do we say it's gonna be?
The Foolio special, man.
The Foolio special,
Foolio
man.
special.
It's gonna be straight pineapple, like pineapple on the sauce, pineapple on the cheese.
I hate pineapple.
Nah, I'm playing. I read a tweet. I almost pulled up that tweet too.
Yeah.
And I figured we'll save that for over there.
Yeah.
All right, Foolio, thank you so much for coming in, man. Inspiring everybody in Jacksonville.
Shout out to y'all. Appreciate you for having me too.
Man. Foolio. All right, we out.